welcome back. How you all doing? Hope you're well. Today is an exciting day, but also a nervous day because we're going to be fitting the roof bars on the van that we're going to be using uni struts for.
And we can fit it today because our mastic tape arrived. This is what we're waiting for, because whenever you're doing a van build, you always come across things that you haven't ordered and you need. So we had to wait for this for about a week. So
yeah, delayed everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we get both of them fitted today. I'm more nervous about them, to be honest, because I'm just bolting straight through the roof and I'm going to be mounting it with them plates and stuff, and I just hate cutting through the actual body of the van, really. Especially when it's like you're mounting something to it, like solar panels and stuff, because obviously when you're driving at like 70 miles an hour, there's going to be a lot of pressure underneath them panels, and I just worry that it's just going to like peel my roof off. I always worry about that, always. Did on the VW and I will on this van as well. But it shouldn't be too difficult because, like I say, it's literally just, we've got everything done. We just need to screw through the roof and then literally put a plate underneath, put a load of sealant on it, put some of this tape on the roof as well, and then just bolt it down. So it shouldn't be that difficult. It'd just be more nerve-wracking, I think, than anything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get both of them fitted today, but we need to get going. And here's our little cheerleader. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. He doesn't look impressed, does he? Right, so we were saying that we wanted to get both of these fitted today. Now it looks like we might not get any of them fitted today because I made the rookie mistake. When we got these 10mm bolts, I just assumed that the heads on them was like 15mm, but they're not. So a 15mm like socket won't fit. It is actually a 17mm socket, and the reason that is bad is because basically a 17mm socket head won't fit inside the actual uni strut, and that means I can't bolt it down, which means I can't fit it. But a 15mm one, which is what I thought it was, fits perfectly fine. So you can buy like special sockets for like uni struts, but they're not exactly cheap, and I was like, I don't really want to buy one if I don't have to, because I just assumed, basically, I didn't look into it or anything, I just assumed that it was a 15mm socket head, and it's not. So yeah, that idea's gone out the window because that don't fit anymore. And we're going to have to go and buy one of these special sockets for uni struts, which is annoying because I think they're about 10 or 15 pound, I think. So we need to have a look online, see where we can get it from, and then see what we're going to do with the rest of the day. Right, so I rang the same people where we actually got all the uni strut stuff from, and they have a socket, but it's like £24 for one socket. So we're just going to have to pay it and go and get it. So we're going to go and get that later, but while we're there, we're going to get like the L brackets that we need to mount the solar panels on, because we don't have them either. And while we're going to the same place, they've got them in stock. I asked them when I was on the phone, and they've got them as well. So literally it's like a little L plate, and then it'll have like a threaded 10mm hole that way and a threaded 10mm hole that way. Then it's got to bolt one side to the solar panel, and then obviously bolt it into like the cross members that I'll be putting on after on top of the roof rack for the solar panels to mount to. So we're going to go do that as well, and we need some cutting discs for the angle grinder because I ran out in last video, I think it was, or video before, and I'm going to put 4 bolts in now instead. I was only going to put 3 in the roof for the roof rack, but I'm going to put 4 in, but to do that I need to cut out a couple more plates, so I'm going to go get like some cutting discs so I can do that as well. So it's not been too bad. We're just going to go out, get that stuff, and if you can hear Rock in the background, we're going to buy him some treats as well because he loves treats. But while we're waiting, because we're waiting for Hannah to come back, that's Tabitha's sister, and we're going to use her car rather than driving the van. So we're waiting for her to come back, she's out at the minute. So while we're waiting, we're going to get on with replacing these 2 wooden slats up here. So as you can see, they're a bit wonky. They're, you can tell they're cut by me because they're wonky. But yeah, so we're going to replace them too, so it kind of like is smooth down this side and not like a bit weird at the top. So we're going to crack on with that while waiting for Hannah to get back. And then we'll be shooting off to Nottingham to go and get these bits and bobs. So we might not be fitting any roof bars now today, which is annoying, but we'll see. You never know, if we get back in time, we might have enough time to fit them and stuff, but it's looking a bit tight. So let's crack on with this anyway and get some progress done while we're waiting around. So what do you think? That's it done. I think it looked 10 times better, to be fair. Literally just that little bit of effort recutting these 2 yeah, it makes it look so much tidier and neater. But that's it done. So now this panel is ready to be painted, and Tabitha can crack on with that, but we're not going to do that today because hopefully Hannah should be back soon, then we can jump in the car and shoot off to get these bits for the roof rack, because we just want to go there, get them, get back, and then see if we've got any light to fit them. I highly doubt there'll be enough light because it's already getting dark now. But even if we just go and get all the bits, tomorrow we'll fit it. Push back another day, but I suppose that's the same with every build. There's always stuff that crops up that you don't think you're going to need and you end up needing, and it pushes things back. So yeah, but at least now we know, and we know where we can get them from and stuff, and we're going to go get them. So that's the most important thing. Right, so we're in the car now. Now it's time to shoot off and try and get all the bits we want to get before the place is shut, because it is 4 o'clock.
And the show at 5.
Yeah, so we've got an hour to get there, which is plenty of time to spare. It only says half an hour on Google Maps. You ready, Rocky? He's not happy when he's in the car because he has to sit in the back, and usually in the van he sits the front seat and lays on my legs, so he usually gets a little bit miffed, don't you, boy? Alright, let's go. Hello.
You got it all?
Yep. Let me get this off. So it came down to Trent side fixings, which is where we got all the Unistrut stuff from. They're really good, to be fair. We got, this is the expensive bit. This is the 17mm socket that's like super narrow, so it can fit in between the actual like channel in the Unistrut. And then we got some of these, and these are what we're going to be mounting like the solar panels to the actual Unistrut with. These are just like a 10mm hole, like obviously a 90-degree angle. And we've got 12 of them, so we've got 6 for each panel. We was only going to do 4 for each panel, 1 in either corner, but we thought we'll get a couple more, just to add a bit of extra like security and stuff to it. And that's it, and that came to, I think, £23 something. What was it? £23.77, so I don't think that's bad at all. So now we're going to shoot up screw fix, because we need to get some cutting discs for the angle grinder. So alright, because screw fix is right here, just literally around the corner. Alright, so we got some cutting discs. They're just universal fit 115mm things. We'd use most of the other ones anyway that was already on the farm, so it's only right we buy some, and we need some anyway because they're all out. Now we're going to go and get some treats for a little puppy dog who's sitting in the back, all being all good. Yeah, so we're going to get him some treats, so just keep him quiet basically when we're in the van doing some work. And then we're going to shoot back to the farm, and it's, as you can see, it's already pitch black, so we ain't going to be fitting them tonight, the roof bars that is. So we'll get back and see if there's anything we can do while it's dark. Alright, so back on the farm now. I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of basically what we needed and why we actually needed it. So, like I said, this 17mm, which is your standard socket, won't fit inside the channel. If you look down here, it won't fit in. Whereas this one that we went to go pick up is like a thin one, narrow one, and that fits just perfectly inside the channel. So it means we can obviously bolt everything down, and this fits in the 21mm channel and the 41, which is this one. So you need one of these basically if you're working with any Unistrut. There's different variations of this, so I looked online and you can get like a more of a square one and stuff like that, but this is what we got anyway, and this actually cost us £16. So when we rang them up, they said it was 24, but when we got there that was 16, so that's obviously a bonus. But yeah, so that was the main thing that we went for. And then we also needed these like 90-degree L bracket things with a hole in either side, and that's to go on the solar panel. So it'll go on the side of the solar panel like that. So this is a solar panel running that way, it'll go on the side, and then that will go down on the Unistrut like that. Not on this one, because this is going to be like the 2 beams that run the length of the van, but we're going to cut more strips of it to run like widthways of the van, and they'll be mounted on that. So that go on there, and then I'll have a bolt running through to the underside of the Unistrut and tighten down, and we're going to have 3 of them on either side of the solar panel. So they're the main things we went out for and the things we needed to finish off the actual roof rack. So now I think we have everything we need to fit the roof rack and to fit the solar panels on the roof rack. We haven't got everything we need yet to do the decking bit that we're going to do, but that can obviously wait, that's not important. The main thing is just to get all the electrics hooked up and stuff, and then we can start on the inside and start cladding the roof and all that lot. But while we was out, we obviously picked up the cutting discs as well, because we'll need them to cut more of these strips of Unistrut. But now at least we've got everything. I'm pretty sure I've got everything, famous last words. But yeah, so tomorrow, hopefully we'll be fitting the roof rack, and if we start it early, we should get everything kind of fitted on it. That's the plan anyway. And then we've got to drive it out and test it and stuff and just get confident that it's not going to fly off the roof. Because I'm always paranoid with that for some reason. But at least we've got everything, and that's it. We can get it fitted hopefully tomorrow. So again, this video here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.